rugged, ancient, contested. The Golan Heights, one of the most strategically vital and historically rich lands in the Middle East, a land where empires have clashed, prophets have walked, and modern nations continue to struggle for control. Our story begins thousands of years ago, in the pages of the Bible. This land was once known as Bashan, home to giants and fierce warriors. It fell under the rule of the Amorites until the Israelites, led by Moses, took control. Centuries passed. The Greeks came, then the Romans. The region flourished under the mighty Roman Empire. It was a land of trade, fertile fields, and Jewish settlements. But as Rome declined, a new power rose. The 7th century saw the arrival of the Arab caliphates, sweeping through the Middle East and bringing Islam to the region. The Golan changed hands between Muslim rulers and Christian crusaders, each leaving their mark, each fighting for dominance. Then, in the 13th century, the mighty Mamluks took control, followed by the vast Ottoman Empire in the 16th century. For 400 years, the Golan Heights rested under Turkish rule, until the modern world came knocking. As the Ottoman Empire collapsed after World War I, the Golan became part of the British Mandate of Palestine. But change was coming. In 1948, with the birth of Israel, the region fell into the hands of Syria, turning the highlands into a military fortress. For nearly 20 years, Syrian forces used this high ground to shell Israeli towns below, a constant threat looming over northern Israel. But everything changed in 1967. In just 6 days, Israel turned the tide of history. Amidst a war that reshaped the Middle East, Israeli forces launched a daring assault, storming the Golan Heights. The battle was fierce. Syrian bunkers, artillery positions, and strongholds fell one by one. By the war's end, the Golan was in Israeli hands. In 1981, Israel officially annexed the territory, though the world refused to recognize it. The local Druze population remained torn between their Syrian roots and new Israeli rule. Since then, the Golan has remained a point of contention. It's more than just a piece of land. It's a military shield, a high ground that protects Israel from threats beyond its borders. And in 2011, as Syria fell into civil war, the Golan became more important than ever. Terror groups, Iranian-backed militias, and Syrian factions battle for control just miles away, while Israel fortifies its position. UN forces patrol the buffer zone, but tensions remain high. In 2019, the United States, under President Trump, made a bold move, officially recognizing Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. The decision sparked outrage in Syria and condemnation from many nations, but for Israel, it was a strategic victory. As of February 2025, Israel continues to assert control over the Golan Heights, citing security concerns and the strategic importance of the territory. The fall of the Assad regime in Syria has reportedly led to a power vacuum, prompting Israel to intensify its military presence and expand settlements in the region. This move has been justified by Israeli officials as necessary to prevent potential attacks similar to those experienced on October 7, 2023, by jihadist groups that could theoretically occupy the area post-Assad. The Hezbollah attack and the ongoing war in the Golan Heights are symptomatic of the broader Middle Eastern conflict, where historical grievances, strategic territories, and external influences like Iran and the U.S. play pivotal roles. The situation remains fluid, with the potential for both further conflict and, less likely but hoped for, a move towards some form of enduring peace. Until then, The Golan Heights will continue to be a critical theater in the Middle East's complex and often tragic geopolitical drama.